Barnes and Noble. I've come to like a quiet corner. I'm in the kids corner because I don't want people to see me vlog, but I can't decide what my game plan is here. Like, do I buy a book that I've never read before? Do I buy like an American version of a book that I love? Like, I've just seen Book of Asriel. They've got like Emily Henry. They had, what else? Like Binding 13. Like, what's my game plan here? I haven't even gone to the fantasy bit yet. Like, there's just so many. There's a couple of books that like is on my TBR already that would make sense. I also didn't bring my microphone, so I don't know if you can even hear me. But like, this is crazy. I mean, it is very much like what the new done up Waterstones looks like back at home now, because I think they're owned by the same people, maybe. But yeah, like, oh look, they've got all like these classics here. How gorgeous is that, Wuthering Heights? I think these are like, are these made like more for children, maybe? How cute is that? Oh, they have the Wizard of Oz. Oh wow, that is crazy, look at that. That is crazy. I wonder if they have a toilet in here, because I need the toilet so bad. Obviously all the sections that I want to be in are going to be like busier. And they've got all like Frida McFadden, mysteries. I'm not really that big into like mysteries and thrillers. But they are so fluffy, like look. Are you kidding me? Dylan was like, I'm just going to leave you here because I know that I want as much time as I can possibly get. I have this on my TBR actually. Battle of the Bookstores. Rivalry and romance spark when two bookstore managers who are opposites in every way find themselves competing for the same promotion. You deserve it, I started this, and then I like softy and effed it because I just couldn't, but I've heard this is amazing. Look, please, I'm going to die. They've got Sarah Adams, The X-Files. And they got Zodiac Academy. I just sold all of my Zodiac Academy books. I've heard this isn't really good. A sweet slow burn romance about second chances, small towns and choosing joy on your own terms. How am I supposed to pick, bro? I am thinking like if I buy something it should be like a Barnes and Noble like exclusive edition, surely. That's what I should be looking for, no? Ali Hazelwood. I mean, I don't have this yet. I don't currently own this. This is the novella that was an audiobook. I love like the spines on this. Oh, this is all book club. so funny seeing books that you have like on your TBR that only ever got put on your TBR through videos, and like seeing them in a bookstore and finding out that they're like themed as YA, and you're like, really? Like what did I just see? The Tigger Skirma. Oh, what was it called? Anyway, I saw a book that I thought was like adult. What's it? What? I saw a book that I just assumed was adult. Dark Academia, but it's not. It's considered young adult. I think my best bet is I'm just gonna look for like a Barnes and Noble's exclusive of a book that I already know and love, only because I don't have space to be bringing loads back, and I think it would just annoy me if it's in a series having one that's like American and then the rest not. So, or I might just get a couple of romances because I feel like that doesn't really matter. They're never necessarily in a series, they're just by the same author. So I think it's going to be my best bet. I mean, they've got loads of Lynn Painter, and I haven't read Lynn Painter yet, but I don't think that's my cup of tea anymore. Okay. I just can't decide. Time for the book haul. I need to keep this carrier bag as well. Right, so first off, I decided to go with the X-Files by Jessica Joyce because it's second chance romance, and Sarah Crowley has talked about it so much that it was already on my TBR, so I thought that made sense to buy a book that's already on my TBR. And I also did think that if I go in like romance, it doesn't really matter if I get more Jessica Joyce in the future, like size difference wise. But like, look at that. And I'm definitely like going to be reading this physically because that is just so satisfying. And then next I thought, well, let me try and find one that's like a Barnes and Noble's exclusive. Because obviously then it's one that I can only get in Barnes and Noble. So I got Love Song by Elle Kennedy because I already know that I love Elle Kennedy. Tia read an arc of this and she said it was incredible. And I like that it's not too much, you know, like the sprayed edge is quite... Sometimes I think they'd be doing too much on paperbacks with the sprayed edges. But this says it's a Briar Universe standalone romance featuring the next generation of off-campus characters when one unforgettable summer changes everything. Oh, Blake Logan. Wyatt Graham. Wait, I'm so excited. And it's got the one time that I don't mind there being a sticker on it. It's got a Barnes & Noble exclusive sticker. Love that. And then finally, I was like, I think I want to get a hardback book. So I got The Future Saints by Ashley Winstead. The best love stories are the one you least expect. And it says, when ambitious record executive Theo first meets the Future Saints, they're playing a dive bar in their hometown. Since the tragic death of their last manager, the band has been in a downward spiral, and Theo has been dispatched to reverse the trend by coaxing a new successful album out of them or cut them from the label. Immediately, he's struck by Hannah, the group's lead singer, wildly talented but wholly unpredictable. She's gone off script by debuting a new sound, replacing their signature California pop with gut-wrenching rock, and she won't listen to anyone's direction, least of all Theo's, as she and her sister Ginny undermine him at every turn. When the Future Saints' new music goes unexpectedly viral, the bickering Saints get one last shot at the success they've been chasing. But it soon becomes clear that Hannah isn't prepared for the fame she spent her life craving, and her increasingly destructive antics jeopardise the band, her growing closeness with Theo, and worst of all, her relationship with her sister, the one person she was never supposed to let down. That sounds incredible. So yeah, I thought I'd treat myself to a hardback as well, and it wasn't. This again was already a book on my TBR, and it's not too chunky. So I don't think I did too bad. 3 books, and I feel like they all make sense and they all fit a purpose on my TBR. The only problem I have now is trying to pack it. We're packing up the hotel now, and I need to pack these, but they're heavy. So we shall see. Thank you so much for coming on a adventure to Barnes & Nobles with me, and hopefully I will see you in my next video.